Okay. I know you've read or heard about that game, movie, or comic, blah, blah, but you haven't heard it from us. So chill, relax, let us talk all about it before you log off.
What's up, everybody? Sir Aaron Carter here with another BYLO Daily. Of course, with me, the internationally known Stephen Gutierrez.
Hey, yo.
And today's BYLO Daily is going to stay within the world of podcasting because a semi-huge announcement for those podcasters that actually like listening to radio stories. Marvel announced another partner up with Stitcher for, I believe, their third Marvel story podcast.
This would be their third, yeah.
Yeah, so the third one. And this one, I don't know, did they even say, I don't even think the thing it said a name for this one. It's going to be a story based off of Kurt Busiek's and Alec Ross's limited Marvel series that they had. So if you never listened to any of the Marvel podcasts, they're not really just like talking about the news or anything like that. They're actually like stories. So they actually have characters that they, act out and everything like that, like old time radio from like
it's a theater of the mind like concept. Like they're actually acting out sequences.
Yeah,
you're just listening to them. So like, it's pretty good.
Like War of the Worlds. You remember that?
Exactly, except without the nationwide freak out.
Exactly, without the panic. Yes,
all those old people.
They did one called Wolverine: The Long Night, and they did one called Wolverine: The Lost Trail, which was the sequel, of course, to Wolverine: The Long Night. And I remember, I think I asked you about it because you said you listened to at least one or two episodes or something.
No, well, I've listened to the whole Wolverine: The Long Night.
Oh, okay.
One, so I finished that one, and the Lost Trail, which is the sequel, it's kind of in my Spotify playlist queue, but I haven't finished the whole thing. I don't even know if it's complete yet. I think they still might be releasing episodes. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Oh,
but I want to kind of just knock it all out.
I remember when you told me about it, I was just asking, did it have a lot of Wolverine in it, or was it just kind of cameo Wolverine? And you were like, he's in like maybe, I think after the 5th or 6th episode or something you said?
Yeah, because they started off slow, like any like hinting of Wolverine was him like breathing on a phone, or like he'll have like one or two words, and then you'll hear the like shink of his blades coming out or something. It was like real. I can't make sound effects. It was just, you hear like little subtle things, and you're like, that's Wolverine. And then when it got to like, I want to say like 5 or 6, he started like actually having more dialogue. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was still an interesting story in the way they did it, because they still do like the flashback thing where it'll go from present day to like, oh, this is a sequence that kind of happened. Like somebody's trying to remember something that happened. And it is actually really interesting.
Well, apparently this one is going to kind of stay in the same vein of not focusing on the big time heroes, but on the kind of lesser known regular non-powered beings in the Marvel universe. It's surrounded by a reporter named Phil Sheldon as he investigates and tries to debunk, I guess, a big superpowered conspiracy. They're living in the world that's this post-Galactus trying to eat the planet, but the Fantastic Four stopping him, New York City. And it's just kind of how these characters will, deal with all this, that whole situation. But it's not devoid of, the big time Marvel characters.
Heroes and stuff. Yeah.
So like they have characters in there like Mr. Fantastic. You'll hear from him. Lesser known, but, still a character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and in the comic books. Ben Urich is being played by Method Man. If you don't remember who Method Man is, he is part of the Wu-Tang Clan. Also, his character you would see in, oh crap, which one was she in? He was in Daredevil, right?
Yeah, he was in Daredevil season 1.
Yeah, he played a reporter in Daredevil, and he was also in the Ben Affleck Daredevil as well. He was played by crap, I can't remember the actor's name, the guy that played the police chief in Bad Boys.
Oh yeah, oh god, I don't know that dude's name, but
But
he's in everything.
yeah,
Well, not
exactly.
everything, but he's in a lot of stuff.
Stuff. Yes, he's in a lot of stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be. You're not. I don't think you're gonna see anything or hear anything. I should say because it's all podcast. I don't think you're gonna hear anything that's gonna be like. You're gonna hear the battles of the Avengers or something like that. I think this is gonna be more of the down to earth. What's it like to live on the regular level around these gigantic, heroes and stuff like that, and these major catastrophes and things like that.
It's more of a narrative building, like so in the Long Night, you follow. It's two like agents, and they're
Shield
trying
agents?
to. Well, they don't really tell you at first, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it or anything.
All right.
But you follow like two agents, and they're like trying to figure out like a possible mutant situation.
Okay.
So they're like there to investigate, and then it kind of gets uncovered that Wolverine might be in the area, and they kind of like following because they think Wolverine is committing murders.
Then what are they gonna do?
Well, their job is to track him down and try to bring him in. So like you have to listen to it, but the way they do it is really good because they focus on these two like off characters that are just kind of built for the podcast, but then like Wolverine having his interactions with other characters and stuff kind of intertwined, and it's done really well. But if you're expecting like just it's Wolverine as the main character, it's not in the Long Night, at least.
You're not.
I don't know about the Lost Trail.
Yeah,
I haven't listened
probably
to that one
the
yet,
same thing. If you're expecting any like major characters from this one, you're not getting that same thing on this one.
Yeah, because they're kind of like a part of this main story, but they're more of like a backseat character that interacts with the main characters. And then I think sometimes they had like a main like episode where it would just be them, but it's few and far between.
So this podcast is going to be released exclusively on Stitcher Premium until 2020. So if you have Stitcher Premium this fall, it'll be released. It's supposed to coincide with the 25th anniversary of Marvel Comics, or the Marvel's scripted series comics, I guess. I'm not sure what that is. I think it's just Marvel Comics. I think that's how they meant to put it in this article. But it was kind of interesting, and I wanted to talk about it today because, of course, Before You Log Off has their plans with the Marvel Universe and how that's going to fit into kind of a podcasting style. And at first, when I read this, I was like, "Oh crap! Here we waited too long. That's what it is. We get our cease and desist."
We missed that.
But I mean, I like how they're doing this one. I mean, the little radio. I've never listened to it because I think like these type of podcasts are ones that I would probably like go to sleep to. You know what I mean? Because it's like reading you a story. So
yeah,
it's just like
I can see that. I mean, it wasn't bad. I kind of enjoyed listening to the ones that are more theater of the mind because, I mean, it's just like a narration. So I don't know if you've ever had an audiobook, but it's similar.
Yeah, I have. I'm doing that Harry Potter.
Yeah, so without them just saying, and then Harry said, blah 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 blah.
But they do that. They
in this though, it's more of the character is telling you, so you'll hear the character's voice, and so it's just like, oh, Agent Smith said, or not said, but Agent Smith walked to the market. I don't know. Don't put me on the spot. I can't make this stuff up. And it's been a while since I listened to it, but.
Well, hopefully it'll be something interesting. I'm gonna probably try to go back and listen to the Wolverine ones, even though I mean, for me personally, Wolverine was not my most interesting character. You know what I mean? Like I mean, a lot of he's a fan favorite for everybody, but I don't know. And then they're saying that this is kind of star-studded, but the only one that I really know is Method Man. That's going to be in this one. There's also Anna Sophia Robb. Who's going to play Marcia Hardesty, who is just, Ben Ulrich's assistant. There's also Ethan Peck, if you know him, who has Mr. Fantastic. Seth Barish, who seems like he's a theater actor, is going to be playing the main role of Phil Sheldon, the reporter. So, I mean, hey, do you think something like this would actually be would have more people drawn to it if they did actually have like these kind of A-list actors or something like that?
No, I mean, I think it'd be cool to hear, like, if there was one about Scarlet Witch or the actress that plays her do the voice, would be fine.
That'd be cool.
But
Yeah.
there's nobody in the MCU or in Wolverine right now, or Mr. Fantastic.
Very true.
I mean, they could have got the Netflix guy to be Uric, but that's not.
And
it's not a real big deal.
He's also dead in the Netflix show, so it'd be kind of weird.
That's also true. So I mean, like, it would be cool, but I think if you did that, you would have to have an MCU based podcast that's kind of separate. You know what I mean? Because the MCU is separate from a lot of these other things.
So like its own podverse or something like that, right?
Yes. It'd have to have its own podcast that's set specifically in the MCU instead of just the Marvel canon.
Well, we'll have to wait and see, and when fall comes out, everybody. So look out for that one, especially when they release the name, because I have not seen, like I said, a name on this thing yet. So
it just says Marvel Stitcher announcements.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see, everybody. So anything else? Oh yeah, there is actually some things else. We're starting to promote the workshop that's going to go down at Oblivion Commons and Coffee on August, 26th?
26th.
If you're in the Sacramento area and you are hearing our voice, August 26th at about 6:30 p.m., we are going to be doing a podcast workshop where you'll come and learn a little bit how to make a podcast and also how to record one. Like, you're going to actually be able to sit down and record one once we get the sign-up sheet going.
If you'd like, you're not going to be forced to.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to.
You can just literally ask us questions. But, I mean, we have our gear, and we'll let you record like a 15 minute?
Yeah, like 15 minutes.
Podcast if you wanted to. You'll basically be able to do it daily.
Yeah, you'll be able to do it daily. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
So, come on through to Oblivion Comics and Coffee, who are not our sponsors.
They are not.
But they are, it's a joint effort.
But if you want to learn any more information, we'll have it all posted up on all our social medias where you can contact us and put out any suggestions you want, which is before you log off. That's on Twitter, that's on Facebook, that's on Instagram with underscores. Just hit us up any way you can. We like hearing from you people. All right?
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm good.
All right. For the internationally known Stephen Gutierrez, I am Sir Aaron Carter saying that has been your BYLO Daily.